the big Wes Craven movie you did, was it something that you've asked this, but you knew you had to keep secret what would happen so you could learn all your dialogue?
Well, we had this was pre-spoiler worries and all that stuff,
So you had it.
Yeah,
but they kept it a secret.
Thing from the moment they let it out.
I
for
auditioned for
auditions. You had the script
for Lillard's part, but it was sides.
Oh, okay,
I don't think I had the script. I had sides.
Yeah, for whatever reason I got the full script, and I remember like getting the part, and I had to do press for another movie I'd done, and I was doing an interview with Interview Magazine. And they were asking me what was coming up. And I was like, oh, man, I'm going to play this serial killer in this movie and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, exactly. And then I hung up the phone call and I was like, oh. And I called my publicist right away. And I was like,
you can't air
blah,
that.
Blah, blah, blah,
and they
blah,
didn't,
blah,
right?
And yeah. And they were able to like,
oh my gosh, my heart stopped.
I know.
They would have killed you.
I know. Imagine.
Could you imagine if everybody knew the ending?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So fortunately,
Jesus,
there was some
but
kindness.
You obviously became friends with a lot of these guys. I mean, you didn't really.
I did, yeah. I mean, it wasn't long after that I moved to Virginia, though. So I don't know. Friendships in this business are hard to maintain because we're all going different directions all year long, and so you can spend I remember I did a movie with Tobey Maguire. We played best friends for 7 months for Ang Lee,
and that was it, though.
And yeah, and that was it. I went back I had a farm in Virginia. He came back here. And we see each other and it's like,
hey!
Yeah, it's like, oh my God.
But you just don't feel like the need to hang out.
But it wasn't that weird. He was going that direction. I was going that direction. We were busy doing this. And then the next friendship happens through 7 months of filming, or now you don't really shoot movies for 7 months unless you're doing
in Lord movie.
Yeah, exactly. It has to have a Lord in the title.
As the Lord.
But you know what I mean? It's hard to maintain friendships in this profession.
Yeah. Unless you just vibe with someone, you enjoy being around them, and their schedules are permitting to where you can see them and go, oh, that's
that's the great thing, right? About a film career is, you can do 2-3 movies a year and still wind up with 3 months of downtime to hang, to do other things.
Yeah.
It's just a different walk.
It is.
World.
Yeah. You surround yourself, I feel like, with good people, though. Like I met Dermot Mulroney through and he just immediately made me laugh.
Yeah.
Just such a fun guy to be around.
He was and I have not known him that long, but we were shooting Scream 6 in Montreal. I had all of a couple of hours of work on set. So I wasn't on there that much, but I finished. And then we had a cast and producers dinner on the Saturday. And then we had like a press shoot the Sunday. And we had dinner together and amongst a bunch of people, but we sat beside each other and just chatted. He's from Virginia. I'm from Virginia. We just, we had the same agent, we just had a lot to talk about, this and that. And then, had a great couple hours, whatever. And then the next morning going to that publicity shoot, I tested positive for COVID. And I had to go to New Orleans shortly. I had I had to fly home to LA. The next day, the Monday morning, I had a week at home, and then I was off to New Orleans for 5 months. And so I tested positive, and Paramount had or whoever had a policy that you couldn't fly until you tested negative,
right?
And he called me. Dermot did, and was like, oh man, I heard you tested positive. I'm at the pharmacy, at CVS, I'm going to get you some stuff.
Wow.
I'll get you some Gatorade and some of this and all this for your symptoms. How you did. Checked on me, everything. I literally spent 2 hours talking to him, and he took care of me. And he was like, wow. I know you need to get home. I know you want to see your kids before you go away for a little while.